Hi. This is me deciding to talk about it. My name is John. I'm actually driving in my truck right now from work to home, and this is a video blog, I guess. Don't know what else to call it. I have a '78 Dodge Magnum that I've been working on, getting it running, that I've always wanted. When I was a kid, my mom bought one, new, a '79, and I fell in love with the car. Okay, when I was old enough to drive, she still had it, and I found me a '77 Cordoba, 400 engine, cloth interior, not the Corinthian leather, thank God. And I literally fell in love with that car. It was one of those things that I put headers on it. I put chrome all over the place on it, covering, the stainless steel covering over the radiator hoses. It was all dress up, but it was fine for me. It was what I liked. It was, it was a perfect car for me, and it really just enhanced my love of cars. Okay, so here I am in my mid-50s, and I come across the chance to buy a '78 Dodge Magnum. This is right at the beginning of the COVID lockdowns. So, me being who I am, I told the guy, yeah, I'll come pick it up. It was in Minnesota. I live in, Detroit, Michigan. And middle of the night, everybody's not supposed to be leaving the state. I go pick this car up. Me and my son grab a trailer in my truck, off we go. 12 hours there, 12 hours back, just straight there and back. It was such a trip. So now I've got this car. Okay, and what am I going to do to it? I'm going to make it like when I was a teenager. This is a car, and I've already decided that it's got to stay running. Okay, if I do any modifications to it, it's got to be done in a weekend or maybe a week, and get the car back up and running, like when I was a teenager and it was my only car. Okay, yes, I can afford to do whatever I want to this car, but that's not the point. Anybody can spend money on a car. Okay, so I want to do this myself. So yeah, one of the first things I did, I bought a MagnaFlow exhaust system, stainless steel, and I put it on the car myself. Okay, it still had the original 2-barrel. Didn't matter at the time. I had now had dual exhaust. Okay, so I hooked it up to the manifolds to get it to work. Very cool. I now have a car that sounds better than it did. Okay, then I find myself an aluminum intake and a 4-barrel carburetor, and that's next. So now we've got a 4-barrel and and Holly car, 600 CFM. This car's running better already. More and more. Every little thing I do to her, it's getting a little faster. I put a 355 gear with a posi, with a track lock rear end in it. Not a posi. Posies are Chevy. This was a track lock, actually made by Dana. In the original 8 1/4 rear end. Okay, and yes, I know everybody's going to say that rear end is going to blow up. No, not for what I'm doing. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm not beating the hell out of this car. I'm having fun with this car. Okay, it's not a drag strip car. It's not going to be running slicks. I don't have to worry about this rear end. It'll be fine. Okay. So the newest thing is I bought a set of used headers. Yeah, they're chrome. Have no idea who makes them, but I now have a set of headers for the the Magnum. So I go to put them on. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I'm taking pictures of everything, of course, as I'm doing this, and it's all the typical stuff. You put the header on, you now can't fit the starter in. So everybody says, put in a small starter. And I actually put this on Facebook that I was doing this. And I took pictures of it. Hey, look, the starter doesn't fit. Go figure. The joys of header installation. I thought it was funny. Because I knew it was going to work. I knew it was going to fit. Okay, so yes, I had to tweak it a little bit. On a stock Chrysler 360, the header is mounted in with a stud on the lower mount and a bolt on the top. Okay, well, I had to take the stud out because of the limited space now afforded by the header. Once I took that out and I loosened the header up a little bit, it dropped right in place. Okay, but yeah, no, I had everybody telling me that'll never work. Take that big starter out of there, get a mini starter, put the mini starter in, you'll be happier. I have a starter that works. I'm happy with this one. Maybe when it goes bad, I'll put a mini starter in it. But why spend the money if I don't absolutely have to? Again, it's the spirit of this car. What would I have done as a teenager? I would have made it work, which is what I did here. Then, of course, I took a picture that it doesn't, the headers don't line up with the exhaust now. Oh my God, life's going to end. Like the joys of putting headers on a car. That's just what it is. And so again, I posted pictures and everybody's telling me, oh, just take it to an exhaust shop. Yeah, they can fix you up. They can do this. I'm like, you actually thought that headers were going to work with your exhaust? No, again, they're missing the point. Of course I knew that the headers were going to line up. How could they? MagnaFlow doesn't know what headers I have. So they make an exhaust generic to all headers. And you have to make them fit. Okay. So since I already had the pieces for the manifold, I was able to cut those up and make it to where it worked. It actually even looks good. I had to weld a few pieces together. First time welding stainless. It actually turned out pretty well. And it worked, but I don't get these people, sometimes, no, you've got to do it this way, and why are you even bothering to do this? Just go have it done. Because I don't want to just go have it done. I like the idea of working on this myself. And actually, I'm on my way to the parts store right now because, putting the exhaust on, I went up a little bit too far on the fuel line and cracked it in half. You just love Michigan and Minnesota cars. They are completely rusted out. So the fuel line was just so bad that all I had to do was touch it and it broke. So I'm off to the parts store now to get all brand new 5/16 line. No, I'm not upgrading to 3/8. I don't need it right now. I don't know, I might upgrade to 3/8. It's one of those things that sort of makes sense. You've got to replace it all anyways. Go with the bigger stuff. We'll see how that goes. Because I don't know if I can get a 3/8 sending unit. And if I want to put 3/8 on the fuel pump, I've got to get a different fuel pump. The stock one won't work. It's 5/16. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how I feel when I actually get there. I'll post more when I get it. I think I'm going to end this now because I'm sort of doing this while I'm driving. So this is probably not a good time to do it, but it feels good. I talk to myself in the truck anyways. I might as well talk to people out in the world. and see what that just let you know what I'm doing, let you know what I'm thinking at the time. I know this is a bad video. It's the first one I've ever done like this, so I know I'm making mistakes. This is definitely unscripted. So, until next time, have a good day. Bye.